For today's project, we're going to be civil engineers to design a high wire. Our high wire will use a string to bridge a gap and support a weight in the middle. Now that we know what we're making, let's make sure that we have all of our materials ready. Since this project is an engineering design challenge, you get to choose which materials you use and which you don't. For this project, we'll need 2 16-ounce plastic cups, 2 balloons, 10 plastic straws, 2 feet of string, 6 small popsicle sticks, 4 6-inch wooden skewers, and for testing, you'll need some marbles or stones, 3 9-ounce paper cups. You'll also need 3 large paper clips, and you'll also want a blueprint worksheet, some tape, a pair of scissors, and a pen or a pencil. With that, once you have all of your materials ready, we can start building our high wire. We're going to start by designing how we want our high wire to look. Grab your blueprint worksheet to get started. Remember that we need our wire to span a gap that's just under 2 feet wide. We will need to support a large weight in between, so make sure that we have some sturdy supports on each side of the high wire. I will design mine now. I'll also start by drawing out the 2 platforms on either side, which should be about 2 feet apart, to give me context for the gap that I need to span. I will also draw the weight in the center, as well as the forces that are pushing on my high wire to make sure that I'm accurately distributing the weight of the test weight into my supports and further into the table that's holding my high wire up. Now that we have our design, we're ready to get building. The following instructions will be for the design that I have created. Once again, this project is an engineering design challenge. This means that students should design their own tower and freely build it with the materials that they have. Sample solutions such as this one can be used for your own convenience or if your students get stuck. Before we start, it is also a good idea to emphasize the goal of this project for your students. We want to design 2 supports, which will hold a wire over a gap about 2 feet wide. We want to do this without taping down the supports, and we will add weight to the wire in the middle, which will pull it down. Your students will need to think of ways to support the wire and distribute its weight to either side without collapsing. Here in my design, I've drawn the tables which will support my supports, as well as my 2 supports using my cups, and some parts that use the popsicle sticks as well as the skewers to hold the cups in place. I also have the wire and the weight as well as the forces acting on all of those systems. To start building, let's grab one of our plastic cups and 4 straws. Place the open end of the cup facing down on the table, and then use the 4 straws to create a tight square around the bottom. Like so. Now tape these straws together and onto the cup as well. I'll start first by just taping 2 at a right angle like this. And then secure this to the cup. And again, we want these straws to hug each side of this opening on the top of the cup here, or what is now the bottom. And I'll attach my next straw. All right. When done, your square should look like this. Now pick one side of this square to be the front. I'm going to pick the top here. Next, we're going to grab 2 popsicle sticks And we're going to tape them onto the front pointing forwards. Feel free to secure these onto your straws or onto the bottom of the cup. These popsicle sticks will hopefully add a little bit more support to the front of these two supports, even if they stick off of the edge of our table. When you're finished, it should look like this. Next, we're going to grab one popsicle stick and a balloon. Put the popsicle stick into the balloon as far as it will go, and then tape the opening of the balloon to the end of the popsicle stick, which should be sticking out. Just like so. Then tape the middle of this, tape the end of this popsicle stick to the middle and the front of the square where it's in between the two popsicle sticks that we added previously. And this will kind of get attached onto the cup from the top and the bottom like so. So this popsicle stick and balloon should be facing forwards, and ideally it will press on the table and prevent our support from sliding forward. But right now, the balloon is not contacting the table. So to fix this, we're going to grab two skewers. So with our first skewer, we're going to tape one end to the top of where the balloon ends, and the other side to the left side of our cup. So first I'll tape the front onto my balloon, and then the side onto the front of the cup. And when doing this, make sure that the angle at which the skewer is at is applying pressure to the balloon and kind of moving the support upwards so that its weight is resting onto this balloon. Like so. Now we will repeat this step with our other skewer, placing it onto the balloon and pushing from the other side of our support. And just like that, we have one of our completed supports. We will now need to complete these steps again to create an identical second support. Feel free to go back in this video and watch those steps over again to create a second one of these, and I will do so for myself here. Now it's finally time to add our wire. To do this, we're going to tape our string to one of the supports on the front. So I will do that here. Remember, the front is going to be the side where our balloon and skewers are pointing forward. Then tape the other end to the same location on the other support. And we now have our finished high wire. Before we can test, we also need to create our test weight. Provided for the instructor in this project should be a paper cup, a paper clip, and some stones. Take the paper clip and bend it into a hook. This can be done by pulling out the inner portion and straightening that arm that was on the inside, leaving us with a hook like so. And then we're going to tape this to the outer rim of our cup. Make sure this is secure enough to hold all of the weight that we're going to be adding. Instead of taping the very end to the top of the cup, I like to tape it further down like so, so that you can get more tape coverage and make it more secure. Here we have our hook. And during our testing phase, you can either choose to add a bunch of these stones to the cup already to act as a weight, or you could just start with a few, and then you can slowly add some as we increasingly test the strength of the students' projects. Now that we are done with our high wire and our test weight, we are ready to test. To test your high wire, create a gap between two tables or chairs. It should be about 2 feet, but it could be more or less depending on the projects that you're testing. For our design, ensure that the popsicle sticks are facing forward and that the balloons are contacting the surface that they are being supported on. To start, we will take our instructor weight with no weights in it, and we will just hook it onto our high wire. You can see that my string already kind of takes the load of the cup. And now we're going to start adding some weight with these stones or marbles into the cup. And we're just going to see how much it can take. It looks like my project failed after adding a couple weights. And my high wire seemed to kind of move off to the side because of how the balloons are attached. So if your project does fail, or if your student's project fails, encourage them to take a step back and think about what can be improved in their design. Improvement is part of the engineering design process, and so for our design, we want to maybe improve how the balloons are supporting the weight and maybe make it more centered. And if your project is failing before adding weights, you may also want to look at the pressure points and make sure that there's enough tape there to handle all the forces of the high wire. And you might also want to make sure that the balloons are actually contacting the surface that the supports are on in order to prevent them from sliding off like mine did. Once you improve your design, encourage your students to come back and retest it and try to see if they can get more weight into the cup than last time. We now have a working high wire, but how does it work? When designing our high wire, we have to consider two things: friction and tension. Friction is the resistance that two objects have from moving across each other. In our project, we needed friction to prevent our supports from sliding off of the table, or in our case, the chairs that we were using. This friction comes mainly from our balloons, which we're pushing down to contact the surface that our supports are sitting on. And we increased that friction by making sure that all of the weight from the wire being pulled down was being pushed into those balloons. Tension is the force that's applied to a wire as a weight is added to it. In our project, we increased the tension on our wire as we added weight to the middle in the support. Tension is translated through the wire to each support evenly. So about half of the weight from our center was translated to each of our supports. We had to carefully consider how to take this tension and disperse it into the table. If we let this tension build up with nowhere to go, the wire would either snap or it would pull our supports off of the table and into the gap. Now that we know how our high wire works, there are some things that you can think about with your students, such as where do we see friction in our project? Where do we see tension in our project? How could we better support our wire? And where does all the pull from our weight go once it's supported by our supports?